Does Trilogy make any good discs?
There's 3 keys to disc golf: driving, approaching, and putting. You need all 3 to do this disc sport.
What is up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Buzzz SS Battles. Today, I want to give a shout out to my guy Ryan. He sent me a Warship. Now, if I'm being honest, never heard of this disc, never thrown it, have no idea what it's like. Doesn't look very similar to like Buzzz SS. It's more of like a rock style lip, I guess. It's pretty domey, but we're gonna give it a go. I feel like I might have heard Matty-O say he throws these sometimes. So I guess it's the ultimate test today of like, does Trilogy make any good discs besides the Pier? Warship, Buzzz SS. Let's get into it. I also have no clue what the numbers are on this, so we're just gonna kind of give it a go. Have not tested this at all. This pin is currently in the 360-foot long position over the hill. It's basically a full smash, beautiful shot with a mid. Okay, that flew very nice. Oh no. Back out here at South Park. We started on hole 3 today because there's an absolute Brady bunch of a church group that was on hole 1. I was not about to play behind those guys. Little change of the rules, guys. We're listening to the people. I've had some comments say, like, Brad, just make it a CTP challenge. You suck at putting. The disc that ends up winning is oftentimes the one that you just happen to miss less putts with. And I said, that's a good idea. Also makes it easier on me. A little bit easier maybe on you guys. You don't have to see me fucking cage a bunch of putts. That being said, it's kind of weird when it's a hole that might be slightly out of reach, but this is the Warship. There's the basket. The Buzzz SS was 150 feet back. First hole, Warship, it's up a notch. Coming out on top right away. All right, we got another hole, completely new one, a little bit shorter this time. I'm just gonna take these on some nice Anheisers. We're gonna go fan grip this time. That's pretty good, about 15 feet. Buzzz SS, pressure's on. Oh, love it, go in. Oh, that's so good. Buzzz SS grabs one. Absolute redemption by myself on that one. Through the Warship, beauty of a shot. It's super domey and I'm noticing like I barely have to throw it. As long as it has some air under it, it's kind of just getting some good glide. But I fucking clutched up with the Buzzz SS. Looks like I'm about a foot, 2 feet closer maybe. Warship, Buzzz SS, couple peages, and we tied it back up. We're just gonna go 1-1, give them a point if they win. That's how we'll keep score. After that redemption, hole 1, I literally chucked the fucking Buzzz SS into the ground. Third hole of the match, hole 5, still in the dead straight bomber position, 381. We're gonna try and give these some height, hit them right up the gap, try and get some nice flights out of them. We're gonna go power grip on these. Oh, hell yeah. Get stable. Missed that. No! Try and keep it on that same exact line. Maybe give it some more height, see if we can get the dub. Oh no. Well, guys, kind of shit the bed on that one with the Warship. Literally hit the tree, dead center. But the Buzzz SS was absolute money. I think the beautiful shot by the Buzzz SS takes the stroke. 2-1, Buzzz SS takes the lead. That's what I like to hear. Even when I don't need to putt, the Buzzz SS is still coming out on top. This Warship, look at this thing. Hopefully it focuses on that. Not at all. This is probably the disc that I've tested that is the least similar in the hand feel, but it actually is flying like similar. It's that nice dead straight flyer. Like I said, a lot of glide because of that dome. All right, 2-1 lead with the Buzzz SS. I want to say the pin is still over here. We're gonna try it on some Annies. Once again, gonna be going fan grip. If you guys don't know, I utilize both the fan grip and the power grip. Kind of just depends on how much speed, how much spin, how much distance I want out of it. But when it's just that nice little turnover, I feel like you can control it without burning it over as much. Oh, that's so good if it stays up. Push. That put me to probably about 25. We're gonna try and give the Warship a little more height here. Yes. Oh, get a little turn. That one we can't see, but it's gonna be close. It is a blind shot, but they both were money. The Warship had a little more height, but it might have faded out a little further at the end. But as a guy who talks mad shit about most Trilogy discs, this one's flying pretty damn nice. I kind of like it. Not gonna lie, when I got this one out of the box, I was like, ooh, this kind of feels like garbage, but It's feeling pretty nice. Uh-oh, Buzzz SS, basket, Warship. Buzzz SS with that 3-1 lead. Let's go. The Warship flew beautiful there. It's honestly too glidey. It's going too damn far. I had someone comment that the Meteor is better than the Buzzz SS because it has more glide. And I think there's a common misconception that every disc should have a ton of glide. A ton of glide is great for a lot of things, but actually it's going to take away from your accuracy because when all your disc is doing is gliding, it's going to have a lot more like side to side movement. I think the Buzzz SS is kind of like that perfect middle ground. You can really control it. It's still going to go far, but it doesn't have so much glide that it kind of gets like swirly on you. It doesn't really like leave its true angle. Whereas if you're throwing something maybe like a Meteor, the variables are going to be a little bit higher because it has more glide. Depending on what you're using the disc for, you kind of got to pick and choose. 3-1 lead. Buzzz SS has the box. This is that stupid fucking hole again. What we're going to do with these is we're going to try and hit some push hyzers. If they don't go long, it's because I'm a bitch and I threw it bad, but I'm going to try and ace. Okay, well, there's an absolute peach, so we're actually just gonna call this hole a wash because it's a complete waste of time and a waste of a disc golf hole. No aces, no nothing changing on this hole. It might make up an extra hole down on the other side of the course to kind of get that 9th hole that actually matters. You can't really punish the Warship for being like a foot further when I was trying to give it the air. 292-foot hole. This is obviously one of my favorites for this Buzzz SS battle. I think for that hyzer flip up mid, this is one of the best holes. This Buzzz SS still has the box, 3-1 lead. We're going power grip on these. Ooh. Hit? Okay. This is an opportunity for the Warship. Kind of floated that one a little bit. Try and keep this one nice and straight. Push it on that hyzer. Oh yeah, love that. Go in. Oh, beauty. The Warship absolutely clutches up. Absolute park job. The Buzzz SS kind of faded out, probably like circle's edge. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I thought this Warship was gonna be kind of garbage. It's flying so nice. It doesn't feel great in my hand. I kind of like those like rounder edge mid-ranges, but this thing is flying so good. It just like, you barely have to throw it. You put it on a slight hyzer, it kind of pops up to flat, and then all that dome, it just fucking glides. This thing's a beauty. If you're a trilogy guy, I don't know, this might be the move. Yes, sir. Perfect little Peach ace run. Buzzz SS a little bit further away. So obviously you guys have probably picked up on the fact that I absolutely love the straight mid-range game, the flip up game. If it's something that you do also and you haven't experimented with the grips, like between the power, the fan, I guess like the pinch maybe, do it. Start throwing other grips because it can completely elevate your game and open up new shots that you never had before. All right, guys, not gonna lie, absolute rookie move on my part. I did not look where this basket was. They change it usually every week out here for the league. We're gonna play to the pin at least that I think it's at, which is like the nice turnover mid-range line. We're going power grip on this one. Need a little more distance. Oh my God, that is so good. Oh my God. That thing flies so fucking good. I'm like mad because that Warship is flying so good, and I know that I had to step up with the Buzzz SS and like do the same shot, and it's like there's more pressure doing this for me than there was when I had to make the putts, because the putts are like everyone expects them to not go in, whereas they're expecting me to park it with this. So when I do that with the Warship, and then I gotta step it up with this. All right, we're gonna try and throw the same exact shot. Love it. Get some turn. Oh my, that might, I kind of love these blind holes because it's like fun because the shots will look beautiful, but then I had to walk up there and kind of see where it's at. The basket is in this position, so that's good. So we were throwing to the right one. Both of those were money. I'm expecting them to be a little bit long maybe, because I threw them like perfect height, perfect turn, perfect glide, and I feel like they pushed maybe 20, 30 long. Either way, the flight of both of those Frisbees was just, guys, start throwing straight mid-ranges on flip overs and turnover lines and just, oh my God, it's the best. Okay, this makes me so happy because the Buzzz SS, literal peach, and the Warship, she went a little long. Also, basically a circle's edger. 4-2, Buzzz SS is on top, 2 holes left. Can we tie it up and go into that sudden death? This is a good battle. Honestly, guys, I'm really enjoying the not having to putt part way more. 1, takes the stress off of me. 2, I just get to focus on throwing beauties of some fucking lines with these things, which is my favorite thing to do. All right, since I first got back to Minnesota, basically everything has turned green. I guess it looks gorgeous out here. The basket's up behind that tree. You might have seen it by now if you're a regular. I think I'm gonna go power grip because I want to at least give them like a slight, maybe ace run. Oh no, I think that's too stable. I did not follow through on that throw at all. Door is wide open. Really gotta put it on some angle. Commit. Okay, flatten out though. That might be deep. The Warship pushed a little bit right deep, but I think it might grab a stroke here from the Buzzz SS. You guys want to know the biggest difference between me and Bodanza? It's that people always comment on his videos like, bro, it's crazy. Like, you can putt with anything. Like, you'll do a challenge with these random frisbees and you still make all your putts. And then there's me. People were like, bro, maybe you like shouldn't putt on the challenges so it doesn't like sway the outcome so much. I'm like, damn, man, that's brutal. I spoke too soon because this is actually probably at about 27 feet. Oh no, I think the Warship took it. Man, this is the closest one by far. We're gonna step it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 29, 30 and like a third. 1, 2, 3, 30, 31, 32. The Warship got her. Definitely making things interesting. 1 hole, see if the Warship can tie it up. Currently 4-3, Buzzz SS on top. What better hole to potentially end things or extend things on? Hole 2, just a nice 290-foot downhill turnover. Warship has the box. We're gonna go fan grip here. Oh my God. That is, I like feel like an idiot because that was ass. That literally slipped out of my hand. People are gonna start like Buzzz SS gate or something. They're gonna think I'm swinging all these matches. Let's see if I can fucking slam the door shut here. Quick stipulation, if this shot does not get inside the circle, like it's an actual good shot, we're going to sudden death. If that gets down, oh, I'm gonna say that's outside the circle. It did not turn. We cannot end it on 2 shit ass shots. The Warship definitely slipped out, and then the Buzzz SS, I just didn't quite commit to the turnover. All right, y'all, we're going turnover over the road to the practice basket. You can probably see it right there to the right of the South Park sign. It's just a beautiful turnover shot. We're gonna play that line as the tee. We're gonna put these nice and high, let them drift. Hopefully I don't fucking smack a car for the playoff. Power grip. Love that. Oh my God. Oh no! That's still good, but that was just robbed by the tree. We're gonna try and keep this one a little lower and kind of swing it under the tree. Oh God, that might hit a fucking car. Hyzer? Oh God. Well guys, I guess I just suck at disc golf. 1 for 2 with the Buzzz SS. The Warship clutches up. Beautiful shot there to seal the deal. Honestly guys, I was surprised as hell by the flight of that Warship. It flew very nice, holds any line you put it on and just pushes on the glide. I tried to obviously keep that last Buzzz SS lower and kind of penetrate it a little more. I just did not get the turn that I needed on it. I guess you could say I threw that away, guys. But I hope you enjoyed this style a little more without the putting. I feel like when you're fucking missing half of them, it just kind of takes away from the video. Whereas this is more of just trying to throw some beautiful mid-range shots, which who doesn't love that? Got a bunch more Buzzz SS battles lined up already. Actually, this Warship hit the tree, but we are inside the circle. So pretty good shot. The Warship takes the dub. Shout out Ryan for sending this one over. This was actually pretty fun. I like this disc. It flies very nice. To be honest, it reminds me more of like a domey rock, or not a domey rock, but like a rock, but with more glide is kind of the flight I was getting out of it. Pleasantly surprised me. Maybe I'll take away all the shade I was throwing at Trilogy. A little west side mold here. Warship, pretty solid. Took the dub over the Buzzz SS. I gotta hit the practice fields or something and fucking get these bad girls dialed, because this is looking bad. I've already lost 2 out of 3 in the Buzzz SS battles. Pretty soon it's gonna be the straight fucking mid-range battles that are better than the Buzzz SS, I guess. Kind of defeating my whole purpose of starting this was to prove to you guys that the Buzzz SS is the best straight mid-range. Thanks for watching. We will see you in the next one. Oh my God, you guys don't even know how close that actually was because I had this way zoomed in. The camera's like super far away. I was like an inch from hitting it. But yeah. All right, thanks.